Have you ever deep fried salmon before? Me either, so this is my first time trying it. I am going to be using my brand new shaker and some Andy's seasoning. I'm sure all you fishermen know about that. And I'm going to deep fry it in my Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven here. I have bacon grease and beef tallow. I'll probably put a little bit more beef tallow in there. But anyways, I was going to put it over the fire pit, but there's possible rain coming, so by the time the fire gets going and hot enough, it's going to be midnight. But anyways, I'm going to put it on my Coleman stove and I'll cook it like that and see how it works out. Stick around. If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, thumbs up, hype. All right, I'm going to get the salmon out of the refrigerator and start preparing that for my meal. So stick around. Alright, so now I'm going to be pulling these bones out. This is kind of a tedious thing. For me it is, because this is this second time I've ever done this. So I'm going to take my time doing it. I'm not going to film the whole thing. See how the bones come out like that? I don't want them in there when I'm eating. So I'm going to pull these out, cube it up next, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got all the bones out, so now I'm going to cube it up into chunks, probably, like I said, 2 by 2 chunks. So I'm going to leave the skin on. I'm going to eat the skin as well, alright? It's not that bad for you. If you poop out the fins, or not the fins, but the scales, so what? Otters do it. But anyways, I'm going to cut this up. About 2 inches. I'm just eyeballing. I'm going to cut this fin off right here. Put that aside. Okay, I might, I'll do this. Cut it right there. There's 2 chunks. I'll cut it right down this line right here. That's perfect size. Maybe I'll get 3 out of here. Sure enough, look at that. 3 chunks of fish. Alright, same here. Alright, I'm going to discard this. I'm going to get the shaker ready. Put the seasoning in there. And I'll be right back. Alright, with all the fish cut up, I got the shaker ready. And I'm going to open up the seasoning. I'm going to put the seasoning in one of them. Put that in there like so. Make it a mess. And then I'm going to put the fish chunks right here. I thought about double dipping into egg wash and then shaking it again, but I think I'm just gonna do this for now. See how this turns out, and I'll do that. Do a double dip some other time. So here's a little straggler. All right, so I got this. Just make sure that clicks. Set this aside. Put the cover on. I'm not a real avid fisherman, so this is my first time using this ever. Normally I use a Ziploc bag, but guys at work told me, oh, this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. Well, maybe not that cool, but I'm going to shake this. And then after I feel that this is all coated nicely, I am going to start the Coleman stove, put the Dutch oven out there. It's leaking. So, alright, I'm going to let this fish in here. And I'm going to go start the Coleman stove and I'll be right back. Alright, as that heats up, I'm going to tell you who's sponsoring this video. It's me! All the stuff I do is on me. So, yeah, I don't have any sponsors. So, as I wait for that to heat up, I'm going to kind of clean this stuff up in here. I'm going to get my my plates and my new, whatever the heck this is called, scoop. I'm going to take that outside, take the fish outside, and get ready to fry some fish. I think it's going to be good. Seasoning smells good. Well, here we go. The salmon's kind of cold from being in the refrigerator, obviously. It's going to cool down the oil. As people who do this kind of thing, they obviously know that, but there's some people that don't. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this. And hopefully it turns out like I'm hoping to. So I do have the burner all the way open, and it's a partially used little propane bottle, so it's came up to 300 degrees. I know I'm thinking that a lot of this stuff is supposed to be like 375. Well, I have what I have, and that's what I'm going to use. So it might take a little bit, but you got to be patient. You can't have everything at the snap of a finger all the time, alright? I'll check back in a few, show you what's going on. I know if I had a fire outside, it'd be a heck of a lot hotter than this. But like I said, there's rain coming, predicted. So, the Coleman stove it is. So, stick around. Hope you made it this far. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment, hype, like, you know, all that stuff. So, thanks for watching me so far. Alright, I'm back in the house. The salmon is all done. I think I should have, or not this time, but I think next time I'm going to use an egg wash. Do the whole breading thing, egg wash, and then do the breading once more for a thicker crust, thicker breading. So I'm going to try it. I don't know what you put on salmon. Probably not tartar sauce as you would of whitefish. That's what I like to do. But anyways, here we go. Find one that's not too hot. That one's hot. Maybe I can find a different one here. Either way, whatever. This one's a little cooler. Very good. Don't taste much of the breading. Maybe I'll put a little bit of salt on. But other than that, I'm glad I chunked it up like I did into little 1.5 inch, maybe 2 inch squares. But yeah, deep fried salmon in bacon grease and beef tallow. Definitely would have been a little bit more golden brown if I had a fire started outside above the fire pit. But anyways, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed this video like I did catching these fish and cooking this. And if you made it this far, like always, hit that subscribe button over here. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me if you're going to try this. All right? Let me know in the comments.